The infancy gospel of Thomas gives you stories about Jesus starting out when he's a 5-year-old. It turns out that as a 5-year-old, Jesus had all the power that was his as the Son of God, but he had a streak of, he had kind of a mean streak in him. He was mischievous as a child. If a playmate bugs him or gets in his way, he zaps them on the spot. There's a story about, and he goes through this thing, whenever a kid runs up, bumps him into his shoulder, and he says, "You'll go no further on your way," and the kid falls down dead. At one point, Jesus' father decides that he's got to get this kid under control, and so he decides, well, the way you solve a problem is education. Education solves all problems, and so he sends Jesus off to this teacher to learn how to read and write, and so this teacher decides, well, okay, I'm going to teach him Greek, and then I'll teach him Hebrew. So he sits Jesus down, and he says, okay, Jesus, repeat the Greek alphabet after me. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Repeat after me, Jesus. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Jesus doesn't say anything. Teacher gets upset. Jesus, why don't you respond to me? Repeat. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Jesus finally responds and says, if you will tell me the power of the alpha, I will tell you the power of the beta. Teacher thinks that's a smart alecky response, smacks him upside the head. Single largest mistake of an illustrious teaching career. Jesus withers him on the spot. And so it goes. Eventually, Jesus gets control of his powers and starts doing good things. He raises from the dead everybody that he's previously zapped, and he heals the blind, and he proves to be remarkably handy around the carpenter shop. If his dad miscuts a board, Jesus is there miraculously to lay on hands and to fix it. And so it goes. So this is the infancy gospel of Thomas, one of these other gospels. It's a terrific book. I teach this book in my classes.